We have an exciting episode for you this week.
I feel like Bob Ross should be here right now.
He's got a happy whiskey right here. Right next to this other, happy whiskey.
And here we go. Hi. Here we are.
Welcome back from whatever those shenanigans were.
Right. That seems to be the norm for us lately.
Shenanigans.
So we have some good ones again tonight. We have Bower. We're not quite sure how to say it, so we're going to cover our asses with everything.
Or Bower.
That is a barrel strength, 118.8 proof. So it's high on the proof point.
Yep. And another gifted bottle. We have the Woodinville. This guy is 58.85%, 117.7 proof. This is a private barrel select. So it was a locally sourced and selected private barrel from Woodinville, who's out of Washington State. I've tried them both neat. Both very good. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of cocktails they make.
So, yes, both of these are gifted bottles. Michael and Brian, correct? So, thank you guys for that.
Much appreciated. We might put your name somewhere, but don't count on it.
You might not like where we put your name.
But sincerely appreciated. And let's see what happens.
Yeah, so... Again, we like to give full disclosure.
Yes.
We've both tried these neat, and I tried this in a Manhattan last night. It's better.
Cheater!
It's actually a lot better in a Manhattan, in my opinion, than it was neat.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to have to experience that tonight.
And this is outstanding neat. So this ought to be fun.
Yep. All right.
Hit it!
Hit it!
A few moments later.
So a little pause in the programming for the evening. We're swapping out our traditional rocks glasses for some more traditional coupes. So these will actually be served up. All right. Let's get our ice. Big cubes.
A few moments later.
And we pour.
Can do this without the ice flying out of here.
All right. And what Manhattan would be complete without a cherry? Not these.
Thank you. I feel so fancy.
I just came to a conclusion. How are we both going to try these?
What?
That was a great idea until it wasn't.
Cheap bastard, should have bought 4 coupes.
So we are going to try the Bower Hill or the Bower Hill first.
Okay.
No backwash. Don't slobber in there. All right, marinate on that. Smells good.
That's one you have to sit on for a second, because like the initial taste is not that great, but then give it a couple seconds, and it gets better.
It's surprisingly good.
Right. Do you see what I mean? It tastes very sweet.
It does taste sweet. So, but I think some of that is the proof point of it. So backing up a little bit, trying this neat, you got a lot of ethanol in it. It was very hot.
Right.
But it also had some sweetness, almost like a candy sweet. Like some ripe red fruits, but like candy. Like candied red fruits. It was very sweet, but it also had a lot of alcohol. Translating into the cocktail, more of the sweetness comes through. Diluting it down with the other ingredients in the cocktail, I think the alcohol gets diminished.
Yes, I agree.
That long-winded scientific explanation.
Yes.
Put my monocle on.
That is exactly why I'm laughing, but you're not wrong.
Okay.
Regardless of that.
So I enjoy it. So one of the things I think that I'm coming to a conclusion about is some of the whiskeys that have more unique flavors and are still good. We've had some whiskeys that have unique flavors and are not good.
Right.
But the ones that have the unique flavors that are good unique, I think are really making some good Manhattans.
I agree.
And the last episode, this episode, I mean, I think this is another example of that.
Agreed. And what I'm saying is the higher proof bourbons are standing out.
Yep.
With the Manhattans, whereas the higher proof ryes don't necessarily translate.
But
as well.
But like you saw the last episode, we just had a lower proof rye,
exactly.
which just blew the socks off everything.
Yeah, that's my point. Because the ryes come with an inherent spice to them.
Yeah. All right, let's grade it. I feel like I'm going to be a broken record on this. I got a number in mind that we've hit a lot recently.
8.
5.
8.5.
That's right.
I was between 8 and 8.5. It's good. It's really good. I would order this all day long.
It's another one of those different flavors, and it just makes a really good cocktail. Right. Interesting cocktail.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, 8.5.
8.5. All right. Bower, Boyer, Bower Hill. 3-1. All right, Woodinville. I hope this doesn't let me down.
Oh, this is dynamite neat. We haven't had one yet that was really, really good neat that didn't translate.
I agree. We've had the other way.
I mean, a lot of people love Pappy neat, but
true.
But at that price point, I feel like it's overrated.
Yeah, I agree. It's overrated, definitely in the cocktail and neat. Yes. Anyway, neither here nor there. Let's try this one. Oh, yeah. It builds.
Yeah, both of these are two that you have to let sit for a second.
Yeah. But they're very different.
They are.
The Bower Hill, I'm going to call it Bower Hill moving forward. Bower Hill it's brighter. It's sweeter. It's not sweeter. Mm-hmm. It's brighter. It has more of a candy sweet.
Right.
It doesn't have as much of a finish, I don't think, as the Woodinville does. I think the Woodinville lingers a little longer. I think the Woodinville has a little bit darker, richer flavor. Mm-hmm. More brown sugar sweet.
Yes.
Than candy sweet.
I'm getting on what's Woodinville?
Yeah.
I'm getting more of the ABV on that.
Really?
Yes. For me.
See, for me, I don't know. I think it's masked in like the dark, richer flavor. But I guess I could kind of see where you would think you would perceive that as.
And
alcohol.
I'm not saying that as in a bad way.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying I perceive it more.
Well, let's rate this guy.
They're very different, but at the same time, score-wise, I think they're very much the same.
I agree. I really agree. Yeah. I think they're both. I think it's also an 8.5.
Yeah.
But they're just so different. They're so good in their own ways that I don't know that you can really put one of these above the other. They're just so good. They're just so different.
Taste this again. Now it tastes a lot sweeter after having that.
Oh yeah, hands down. Can we go back and re-rate?
Sure.
I think I do have that more at an 8 than an 8.5.
Really?
Yeah.
I just moved it up. I was going to move it up, if anything.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it's almost too sweet. For my preference.
Okay.
So if I'm going down and you're going up, let's just keep it at an 8.5.
All right. Let's go back to this then.
Yeah. Like this to me is a quintessential Manhattan, dark, rich, deep flavors, brown sugar.
They're so different.
They really are.
It's hard to imagine that two bourbons
Yeah.
at the same basic proof point that they would be that much different, but they are.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty wild.
So, are we sticking with 8.5 for both?
God.
You know we were going to run into this at some point. Two things that were so equal that you don't quite know what to do with. It's kind of like last week.
But they're equal. They're equal, but they're so different.
Yeah,
They're equal in quality and overall, pleasure to drink, but the flavors are so different.
Yeah, that's why I feel very fortunate to be doing what we're doing, where we can have two things that are vastly different, but we get to taste them back to back.
Yeah.
Most people, you can't go to a restaurant and do this typically, or a bar.
No.
Especially not with super high quality whiskeys like this.
No, for sure. And it's and it's interesting how this is why you can't drink one spirit in one particular way and then just strictly judge it or write it off by that one particular way that you drink it.
Right.
This Bower Hill, neat. I didn't really, I mean, it was fine, but I did not really enjoy it.
Right.
It wasn't that great. But in the cocktail, it's really good. Mm-hmm. And then if you at home, if you're tweaking these things and you have some different vermouths and stuff like that, this could be really good with a stronger flavored vermouth.
Right.
To bring down the sweetness a little bit and round it out a little bit more. It could be really, really good.
Right.
So many different ways you could go. So, I don't know. 8.5.
8.5. Yep.
All right.
They're both excellent.
They are.
Yeah.
They're both very good. Very different.
Mm-hmm.
Super sweet, dark, rich sweet, but both very good.
Yeah.
So
we'll be coming back to these at the end of the day because they're at that place where we need to revisit them.
I think we're going to have a 8.5 and up roundup.
Yes.
And we're going to have to take a bunch of these things that we've given very similar scores, and we're going to have to just dive into those and, just within that bracket, give them their own scores. Yeah, for sure. For sure. So,
and that's going to be infinitely harder than what we're doing right now.
And more enjoyable.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
Where does Jack Daniels fit into that?
Where does Jack with Coke?
Yes, apparently.
And at my buddy Brian's property, on a shelf.
These are dynamite. Though.
So, you finished that one, so I guess this is mine.
You can have the cherry. I enjoy both of these. Like if I would pay $15 at a bar for either one of those.
I'd pay more than that. Definitely for this one, personally.
Right.
But anyway, there you have it, guys. Bower Hill, Woodinville, both barrel proof. Fantastic options. If you guys have the ability to pick either of these two up, highly recommend both of them. Why don't you close it out?
Facebook,
yep.
Amazon links, and Patreon. We're not going to get into too much about that. By now you know what we're doing, so go there.
Yeah, links are all down in the description. Please like, please share, please comment. And until next time, I don't have anything else to cheers, so salud.
Cherries.
Cherries.